You will never find the right woman if you keep doing what you're doing right now. Your ego is getting in the way of you having a truly loving relationship that could give you actual happiness. Right now, you're trading deep fulfillment and happiness for having an ego and telling yourself, I'm doing okay. I don't really have big issues. I've met some women. I'm not doing too bad. I just got to get back into it after my divorce, after my separation. You've never been in it. You've never really understood it. If you had actually developed this skill set of dating, you wouldn't be where you are right now. You'd already be in a happy, loving relationship. Success is very binary when it comes to relationships. You either have the skill set or you don't. Let me say that again. You either have the skill set or you don't, and currently you don't. That's why the right women lose interest in you, or you're going on one date a month, one date every 2 weeks. That's nothing. This is not about becoming a player, but about making an educated choice. If you want to find the right girlfriend or wife, you have to have at least one quality date a week from either dating apps or Instagram or approaches or a social circle, if you will, to choose the right woman from. Oh, you want to have a high standard? Okay, fine. Be entitled. It's okay to be entitled, but you got to back it up with action. You're not even introducing yourself. You're not even approaching. You're making excuses. I'm too busy with work. Shut up. You're lying. Shut up. You are in complete denial of your own lack of action. You're doing nothing. Oh, yeah, but David, I talked to this one woman and this other one here. You did 2 push-ups. Congratulations. If you're not using dating apps effectively, if you're not using Instagram effectively, sending messages, if you're not introducing yourself in person, if you're not even using at least one of those channels productively, where on earth is the right woman supposed to come from? She won't. And listen, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but it comes from a place of love. I have to call you out because nobody else is telling you that you're having extremely low standards. You're pissing down your potential. If you're a man, you're doing well in your career, your business, you're kind, you're caring, you're a good dude, you're a good guy, and you know that you would make the life of an amazing woman really good. Why are you being so selfish? Why are you putting your own little ego needs of not wanting to get rejected, seeming all cool and suave and James Bond, over getting the actual result and actually making one very special woman very happy? You could do that. That is absolutely within your power. But right now, you're choosing your ego. And it's not even your fault. Listen, society has told you just to become the guy, just be the man, and the right women will come. Has that worked? No. Because again, you need to treat dating like a process. But again, it's just a finite game. Imagine if I told you you'd only have to go to the gym for 6 months for the rest of your life and you would be done. 6 months. That's it. And you would never have to go ever again because you'd be in perfect shape. Imagine you'd only ever have to close one business deal. You'd put some work in, right? Yeah, because dating is a finite game. Dating is merely the process that leads to a quality relationship. Yeah, some people get lost and then they end up living a player lifestyle with drugs, and, hookers. Yeah, that's not good for anybody, man. That is a very, very slippery slope. I have never engaged in these behaviors, but I know a lot of people who have. And I'm not judging it, but it's not good. It has consequences. It's not about virtue signaling. Oh, you're such a bad boy for doing that. No, it just doesn't make you happy. And it can spiral out of control. But the reason you're doing it is because your need for love and connection isn't met. The reason you're settling for dates that you're not happy with, you're settling for being alone, or you've bought into the false dichotomy of, I'm either going to be alone or I'm going to end up with the wrong woman. That comes because, one, you lack clarity and you don't have a plan, you don't have a system, you don't have a process, but also simply because you haven't fully understood how good a relationship actually can be. I would like you to imagine how beautiful having the right woman by your side can actually be. Waking up to love, going to sleep to love, in the middle of the day, love. How much more stable will you be? How much more productive would you be at work? You know that when you have an amazing date planned with somebody you're really excited about, you're working harder. You're just overall so much more happy. And what else is life about, if not about making yourself happy and making other people happy? That's what life is. It's about happiness and meaning. Happiness is making you happy. Meaning is making other people happy. Reducing suffering, which is what I'm trying to do here. And I'm not for men and against women. I'm just really for men. And by consequence, I'm for women. But I would really like to save you from the suffering that is inevitably going to come in 3 years, 5 years down the line when you've wasted tons of money, time, emotion, effort because you didn't choose the right woman. And you know what it's like to be in a relationship with a woman who you're absolutely not compatible with. It's painful. It hurts. Me and my ex-wife, she wasn't a bad person, but we'd have arguments on planes and hotels. She wouldn't talk to me for several hours because I'd refuse to put sunscreen on my own body. This is a true story, right? She's not a bad person, but listen to this. We'd be walking through Dublin. We just left the apartment. This was many years ago. And it was a sunny day. Hadn't seen the sun in 2 weeks. And she goes, David, you should put sun protection on your own body. I say, yeah, thank you. I'm going to do that in maybe half an hour. I know I'm ginger. I burn quickly. I'm going to do that in half an hour. And she goes, no, you should put it on right now. I said, yeah, I appreciate the advice. Thank you, but I haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks. I'm going to put it on later. She says, no, you should put it on right now. I'm going to put it on later. You should put it on right now. She didn't speak to me for 3 hours because I didn't put the sun protection on my own body. That is not a happy relationship to be in. And again, not because she's a bad person. Her intent was beautiful. Her intent was caring. Her reaction was slightly disproportionate, if you want to call it that. There is suffering coming your way if you don't put effort and time into finding the right one. Good thing is it doesn't take 25 hours a week. This is not an MBA program. This takes 5 to 8 hours, 5 to 10 hours a week, including the dates. By the way, can you go on one quality date a week? David, I'm so busy. Shut up. You're lying again. Let me tell you something. Today's what? Tuesday? If I were to tell you in 2 days, there's a woman you're really physically excited about her, like, you get me? Like, wow. Personality-wise, beautiful energy. Would you not find time on Thursday or Friday magically? Yeah, absolutely you would. Granted, sometimes you're traveling, fine. You can just find a woman who travels with you. But for the initial dating stages, you'll make time. Time is emotion. We make time for the things that are most important to us. And if you sleep 8 hours a night, you have 112 waking hours available to yourself every single week. So the question truly is, what do you want? Do you want the outcome of a beautifully loving relationship, or are you going to settle for ego and pretending that everything's fine, pretending that everything's okay? No, everything is not okay. You're living a life of quiet desperation in this one area. Maybe all the other areas in your life are going great. Maybe you're in great shape. Maybe your business is doing really good, or your career. Maybe you're really kind. Maybe you have a good relationship with your kids. But this area sucks. And David, does it suck? Does it? Are you in a fulfilling relationship, pardon me, or not? If not, there is a delta. There is a skill deficiency. And it's not a product problem. There's nothing wrong with who you are at your core. It's not changing who you are. You just need a process that supplies you with an unlimited amount of quality dates so you can then disqualify the wrong ones quickly so you don't waste your time. And then you need to get rid of the blind spots that you have in your communication, be that via text or in person, that cause the right women to lose interest in you. That's it. And then you got to understand how relationship dynamics work. It's really only these 3 things. If you solve them, you can really find that. Listen, if you're a man who's doing very well in your career or your business, you're an achiever, you're kind, you're somebody who's open to learning, and you want to find the right girlfriend or wife, and you'd like me to help you personally, do this. Click the link underneath this video and apply for a free initial consultation. During that call, we're going to sit down, we're going to analyze your situation, we're going to map it out, and we'll figure out if and how I can help you. Looking forward to speaking with you soon.